Hi, welcome to Monterey's Cooking. I'm John Pisto, and on my left is Margaret Diarigo. Margaret, thank you for having us here today.
Thanks for coming, John.
I've been looking forward to doing this show for a long time because Diarigo Brothers grows a lot of these very, very unusual vegetables and fruit that no one else grows. And Margaret, maybe you should explain some of these things to us, okay?
Sure, John. I'm going to start out with some of our Italian specialty items.
Okay.
That's kind of what makes us a little bit different from everyone else. The first one is, this is called broccoli rabe, or also known as rapini.
This is probably one of my favorite vegetables in the whole world. Okay, this has that, I don't know, a wild mustard flavor to it.
Right.
And you fry this with garlic and some hot pepper, and you put some Italian salsiccia with this, and you got a meal fit for a king. I tell you, I can eat it twice a week, and sometimes I do. This is a good one. And it's underutilized here on the West Coast. People just don't know it here. But I'm going to show you how to cook with this one for sure. I'll show you a bunch of dishes with this. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, this is sweet anise, also known as fennel. And the bulb itself is actually the anise, and then the fennel is the fern. And you can use all parts of it for cooking.
Okay, this is another beauty, another underutilized vegetable. This is for decoration. You can put it into sauces. You can put this part into salads also. But this is the part that I love the most, is right in here, where you can slice this. You mix it with orange and black olives. I mean, this stuff is incredible. If you like licorice, you're gonna love this. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, this is probably what we're most well known for is broccoli, and it's actually my grandfather that brought broccoli over to the United States, brought the seed over, and we were the first to commercially grow it and label it.
Is that right? Was that here in Castroville?
That was actually in the valley.
In Slains Valley? Wow, that's amazing. Well, we all know what broccoli is. Who was that? President Bush's favorite vegetable, wasn't it? Okay, what else you got?
Okay, this is something kind of unusual. It's a Andy Boy cactus pear.
Okay.
And it grows on the side of a cactus plant.
All right.
Watch out for those little stickers there.
I know all about these. Now, when we were kids, we didn't know this place existed, but we used to go get the wild ones. And those were a real pain because they'd get all these little stickers on. Now, how do you guys clean these?
Actually, when they're brought in from the field, we run them through a system that brushes all the bristles off, and they're waxed. And that way they're not dangerous to the consumers.
If you go to Sicily, you'll see these growing all over the place. These are called figa di India, or figadini. Figa di India meaning fig, or fig from India. Okay, these are very, very unusual. Indians, of course, here in the Southwest, these grow wild, and this is a very important food source. And I understand now you're doing things with the seeds. And look at the color of these. These are just incredible.
This is actually the fruit cut open.
You go to Sicily, you go to Palermo, you'll have guys with little stands. You've been to Palermo and see how they do this?
No, I have to go.
They're packed and nice. Guys on the corner, you go there and give me 4, give me 5, give me 6. And absolutely incredible. Real unusual. What else we got?
What else can I show you here?
How about the radicchio?
Okay. Grab one of these here. I'm sure you know what radicchio is. Actually, you can cook it or put it in a salad, right?
This can be cooked. This is delicious grilled. Brush it with a little oil and put it on the grill. It's very, very good. This is another unusual item. How long have you been growing this?
We've actually had that one. We just recently brought it back in a couple of years ago, but it's growing in popularity.
Well, as you know, the Mediterranean diet being so popular now, you know, it fits right in with everything we're doing. Okay, good one. What else we got? I see you grow artichokes also.
We grow artichokes.
I'll be darned.
All different kinds of mixed lettuce, endive, escarole.
Oh, let's see the escarole. Now this is another item that just people don't know how delicious this stuff is. I mean, just boiled with garlic and olive oil. I mean, makes a delicious side dish or a soup. I don't know, how do you like to cook this?
Actually, we do make a soup out of it. It kind of wilts like a lettuce soup. It's really nice.
It has a flavor, it's sweet, and it has a little bitterness to it, but it cooks up real sweet. Now I'm gonna show people how to use this.
Great.
Another underutilized vegetable. And what's the curly?
I missed this one also. This is kind of
your newest product?
This is probably one of our newest. It's been around for a long time, but people are just now starting to use it. This is actually the pad of the prickly pear cactus. And we scrape the spines off and then slice it up. And I was telling John, there's a lot of different uses for it. You can actually put it in batter and deep fry it, or just saute it with eggs, and it's wonderful. The Hispanic people have done a real good job with it.
Yes. Now, what do you have in the jar?
Right here we have it pickled in a garlic vinegar.
Wow.
And you can either eat it just like it is, like a dill pickle, or prepare it, steaming it or frying it.
I'm going to show people how to use this. This is very, very, very good. This has almost a bell pepper, asparagus flavor to it. It's very refreshing taste to it too. Okay, well, I think we're going to, if we can get some samples, we're going to take some stuff home and we're going to show people how to cook these beautiful vegetables. Okay, Margaret, thank you and your family very much.
You're very welcome.
Wasn't that a very, very interesting tour we got from the Regal brothers? You know, I really have a lot of respect for these folks. They're doing such unusual items. You know, these are real Italian stuff. I mean, you know, this is the rapini. This is classic. I mean, these are really unknown vegetables, I think, to the American people. And you gotta, if you see these, you gotta try them. These are just good, just boiled, and you put a little garlic and olive oil on it. It's absolutely delicious. Or you fry it. It's stir fry. It's just incredible, and it has that nice flavor of mustard greens. And if you like mustard greens, you'll like these. It has that little sharpness to it. Classic dish is rapini with little ears. Now, if you see these have the little ears in them, these are called little ears right here. This is a classic team up. I like to cook it, my style, with, of course, we're going to use a little bit of garlic. And I've already parboiled this, okay? So I've got it. And just give it a fast parboil. I've done it all in the frying pan before too. But, and you see how I'm slicing the garlic? Big pieces. Okay, we got fire. And I like to use olive oil. I got something else in there. Okay, give it a good shot of olive oil because the sauce is really going to be olive oil and some of the pasta water. So it's going to have a good flavor. Okay, we're going to do, I want to put pine nuts in first to maybe cook these guys a little bit. And I'm going to put these in now. And these are currants. You can use raisins, but I'm using currants. Okay, and let's put that in. Give it some high heat. Now this is going to cook so fast, I'm going to show you, I mean fast. As soon as that water comes up, we'll put it in. And by the time the pasta is ready, the sauce will be ready. So this is good for you guys and girls that love to eat and you're hungry and you got to eat real quick. This is one of those dishes. This takes practically no time at all to make. You know, nice, and I'm using black olives. Now, you can pit them or not. It's better to pit them unless you like to go to the dentist, because what'll happen is you'll always find one with a pit in it. And even the ones that you buy that say pitted, I find pits in them. Now, we got to put a little pepper, hot pepper. You got to put a lot of hot pepper in this one, because this needs that flavor. A lot of black pepper. Anchovies would be good in here too. Okay, that water is boiling. Look at this. We'll just make enough here to taste. That's good. Doesn't that look good so far? Yeah, it does. Okay, we got that. Let's put the garlic in now. Let's give it a little bit more oil. The good thing olive oil is good for you, isn't it? Okay, full blast. That's going good. This is going good. Now, I blanched these at about, just for I think a minute, really. Let's put that in there. It's starting to smell pretty good. Now you see how nice and crunchy? Boy, that's just delicious. I tell you, our favorite. And most of this, we understand, goes to the East Coast. People, I know I got my chefs on it. And when we serve it at the restaurant, people love it. They say, what is that stuff? Okay, see how this is browning up nicely? Now you got sweet, you got, this is gonna be the bitter. There's that classic balance in Italian. Woo! Okay, let's give it a nice little bit of oil and a little bit of butter. Now this is butter, okay? None of those small things. Now we only use this for flavoring now, okay? So, see how much I'm using? I don't think that's more than a tablespoon, if it's that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's put this dish together. You know, this is normally made with sausage, but we're gonna put anchovy instead. Now, these anchovies are already cut up. So I put a good 2 tablespoons of chopped anchovies. I would put for this maybe 1 can, and if you like anchovies, I'd put 2 cans, and then cut down on the salt. Otherwise, you'll be drinking water all day, and that's not too good. Okay, here we go. See, the anchovy will melt right in there. Okay, pasta's done. Strain. Now I want to save some of that water. Because we're going to use that as part of our sauce. Old Italian trick, because you see that water has all that nice, the starches in there, so that's going to thicken this up a little bit. Boy, how's that look? Looks like Italy to me. Looks like pasta time. Okay, you see how this is thickened up a bit too? You see how this is made a sauce? Isn't that incredible? And like I said, make this a little peppery, and you serve this in a nice dish like this. Nice pasta bowl. And make sure you have some nice cheese. I would use Romano, you know, the goat's milk, because that's nice and sharp, and that'll taste good. Reggiano maybe would be a little too light. And there you are. Okay, that's one from the Rigo. Next thing we're gonna do. When we come back, we're gonna cook our next item, and that's gonna be the prickly pears. Very interesting. You see, know these as cactus pears, prickly pears, fig de babar, and figodini, or figa di India. Okay, next dish. Look at this, folks. Look at this stuff, huh? Look at this. This is called Nopales, all right? This produces a very crunchy vegetable that's absolutely delicious. Now, this is the fruit that grows on top of these, all right? Now, these are immature leaves. Now, if you're Italian right now, and especially if you're from Sicily, and you see me doing this, you probably got tears in your eyes, because you don't see these very often, okay? Figa di India. Let's make the sauce first. Now, we at the restaurant been using this sauce for a long time, and I see now they're starting to do it themselves. We're gonna make a sauce using the juice from the prickly pear. I'm gonna start with, we're gonna put some shallots in here. And this is going to be a very, very tasty sauce for the fish, because we're going to have all kinds of things happening. We've got all the sweetness, and these, the nopales, the leaves, you eat them raw, they taste like lemon. They got a real citrusy flavor to them. And I'm going to use a little bit of this, which makes it really unusual. Okay, let's let that work just a little bit. And then I'm going to pour that in here, and we're going to let that reduce down a little bit. See if we can concentrate that flavor even more. And in the meantime, here are the seeds. Now this is another byproduct. Now these are the seeds from the cactus pear. These have already been toasted. So what I'm going to do is, you got to put them in a coffee machine, a coffee mill, and I'm going to make a powder out of them. Now these are supposed to taste like sesame seeds. Oh boy, it does smell like sesame seeds. Look at this. Pretty, huh? It's nice. Now, I would imagine you got to make sure you grind this up real good, because if it's that hard, it'll be like a coat of armor on that fish after. Okay, so look what I'm going to use. This is monkfish or angelfish. Okay, these are really probably the ugliest fish in the world, but this is also known as poor man's lobster. This cooks up like real meaty. Okay, and we're going to cut these in nice medallions. See that? I tried to get a whole fish for you to show you what a whole fish would look like, but they had already filleted them out down at the fish market. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, see how this is reduced? See how nice that is? Now, I just tasted this, and it is good. Now I'm going to put a little bit of cream, just to... Isn't that pretty? Yep. Colorful food today. All right, get this going. Let's get this going. And these, I'm just going to really just cook these real fast. And I think we got to put garlic. We definitely got to put a little garlic in there, because that will go very well together. Okay. Oh, looks good. Okay, we got that going. This can go down because that was good the way it was. Let's give this a little salt and pepper. This should be hot. And I'm going to fry the fish with butter and olive oil. This dish should probably be coming more out of Santa Fe than out of Monterey. Whoa. Okay, that's nice though. You see this? That's great. Okay, that's nice and hot. Move this. Sure, we put a little salt in there. Otherwise it might be a little flat. Okay, coat them. Look at this, right in there. Wow, incredible, incredible. Okay, look at that now. Watch this. Now, you know what this is, right? This is what you do on Saturday night. Okay, look what we're gonna do with it. Whoa, we're gonna burn the place down. Nope, we're gonna flame it with a little tequila. That smells good. And now we're going to put this dish together, folks. I think we're going to line these up like this and like this. And then I think we're just going to throw it on the plate. This is kind of some kind of, look like green beans. But you know what? They taste like, Congratulations, this is great. Great item. I'll make a bet that this stuff's going to be around for a while. Now let's put our sauce in here, like this, and like this, and like this. This way you can can't be too messy with this. Okay, this is I'm gonna come back and clean it up. Okay, let me bring it over here. Okay, I mean, this is Southwest City. Fish is cooked right on top. Look at this.
Beautiful.
Doesn't that look nice? Now, if you can eat that, I'll tell you. Now, a piece of cilantro, maybe just a little piece of cilantro, and you know what? You got the next dish, folks.